What's going on, guys? Crypto Mark bringing you another Dapps update. On today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my top 3 Dapps and what I'm earning. And on this channel, I show you guys how I make passive income with cryptocurrency. So with that being said, let's jump on in. All right. So obviously, my number 1 Dapp is most likely going to be T2X. And let me explain why. So on T2X, guys, I got into T2X day 2, so literally right here. So I saw this initial spike. So the div, essentially 95% of the div pool goes back to stakers, right? So if 95% of 4.5 million came back to us, or 95% of 3.3 million came back, 95% of 2.6 million came back to us, that's when we saw the true potential, like I said. So I got into this one early, started staking immediately. As we can see here, I've actually was able to get about 244,000 of these T2X tokens. It's going great. You can see right now I'm just doing 7-day stakes, and that 7-day stakes, so it's supposed to end today. That's going to give me probably a little over 8,000. Depending on how well today goes. But it's already looking pretty good. Already 458,000 in the div pool or in the auction. So that's looking good. Like I said, this average div pool is continuing to grow. That's what we want to see. We want to see this at 2 million, 3 million. And man, like I said, the higher this goes, the sooner we get to ROI. So this one is a little tricky as far as calculating ROI because they don't show you all your entries, like your past entries. So they definitely need to work on that for the site. So what I mean is when we go back to the auction, I should be able to see how much TRX I put in on day 2 and how much T2X did I get. All right. Currently, we can't see the past. And that's kind of hurting it a little bit because if people were able to show, hey, I'm almost at break even already. I'm 40 days into the platform. I think people would really start to see at that point. But this is what's making it a little harder because I've gone into this lobby probably 7 or 8 times on various days. But yeah, you wouldn't know. So I think that's one of the only things kind of holding it back. But yeah, I'm just staking these 7-day stakes and this is looking really good, man. Looking really good. If I had to throw a percentage on the dividends daily, I would say upwards of like 2.5% or more, really depending on the div pool that day. So 2.5%, that's great. Okay. Definitely don't forget to use a referral on this. Like I said, guys, the refer gets 10% more. So the person you're using gets the link they're using, they get 10% more, and then you get 5% more. When you exit the lobby, you would get 5%. So for example, if it shows you're going to get 10,000 T2X, when you exit, it'll actually add 5% to that 10,000. So you won't see it until you collect. All right. XSwap still looking pretty good. You're able to just pretty much sell T2X if you wanted to. So that's looking good. Right now, 1 T2X is about 0.17 Tron. So that's looking pretty good. I think this number has dropped a little bit. But at this point, I don't really care. I feel like I'm almost break even. And yeah, at this point, there's really no reason to sell personally. But if I wanted to, I could. Okay, so definitely look into T2X. This is going great. The next one I want to say is probably BetFury, man. BetFury is so consistent. I got into BetFury probably the first day when BetFury TRX came out. But I started mining BetFury BFG BTC as soon as that launched as well. So first day that launched. You can see here what I'm getting, about 68,000 Satoshis, 18 Tron, 34 BTT. So not a ton here, but the Bitcoin div pool has been holding pretty steady since we gotten into this thing. You can see here the APR is still at 420%. That's amazing. Here it shows APR is 450%, so a little you know, it's not really lining up, but I mean, that's still fine. 400% a year, is great. So about 90-day break even. This one, so my rewards start off way higher. Obviously, I think I got up to maybe 100,000 Satoshi. So this thing has kind of trickled off a little bit since I gotten into it, but it still works. The divs are probably the most stable divs for a casino that I've seen, compared to like GooseBet or some of the other competitors. The dividend rewards just kind of go down consistently every single day. Whereas here, yeah, they do go down a little bit, but I pretty much got all of this BFG BTC by probably the 3rd or 4th day that this launched. So I'm pretty satisfied with the level it's been holding as far as my profits each day. So I usually let this kind of roll for maybe 3 or 4 days and I'll just kind of withdraw it. But I mean, essentially, if you guys don't know how this works, all you do is, you know, you're going to mine. You can mine using TRX. I use TRX on this one. Actually, did I use TRX? No, I actually initially used Bitcoin on this, but you can use any of these cryptocurrencies, Tether, BTT, Bitcoin. So let's say I got some Tron in here. You typically want to mine at like 1% of what you have. So if you have 1,000 Tron here, you probably want to mine like on 10 or something like that. 10 Tron. So let's just to show you guys, put it on 95% and just roll it. Okay, just let it go. This the amount of BFG BTC that we have should actually increase the more we wager. So you can see here we're wagering a very, very small amount of Tron. So at this rate, it'll take us a while to get some BFG, but essentially the more you wager, the more BFG BTC you get. Ultimately, the more staking rewards you get. Okay. This one's really cool. I'll definitely leave the link in the description on this one because it's been holding steady for a while. Okay. My last one, I would probably say Infinitew. This is probably my last best dApp. Okay. So my top 3. So yeah, this one's been going for 4 months, 18 days. And the reason why this one's been so great is mostly because of the minting of the token, right? So you can see here I minted like 76,000 token. I sold a ton, probably 25K or something before staking came out. And then I staked the 50K for a few months. And recently I probably sold some of that token. But either way, guys, look at this amount here. Look at my TRX here. That's 61,000. And then we have how much I've taken out, 65,000. So that's about 126,000. So I'm like 10 or something like that. Just quick math. So I'm probably like 10,000 or a little less away from break even on just this side, even though I've already technically break even via token, right? So this is definitely still going, still getting like 300 daily. And actually I'm gonna throw in one more dApp. So it's gonna be, this is like a bonus essentially. Let's see if I can get to it. TronChain. All right, so TronChain. All right, so this one's pretty cool because, I mean, the smart contract balance has been growing. I mean, ever since I got into it. I got into this contract when it was about 8 million. Okay, so the way this one works is they pay you 1% daily. So if you put in 10,000 Tron in here, you're gonna get 1% of that 10,000, which is like 100 Tron every day. So 1% of your Tron up to 310%. So that just means your 10,000 Tron should generate you 30. What's 310? Whatever 310% is, right? So, but yeah, this one's going really good. It's kind of a sleeper because of all the other crazy gains. But I mean, 1% is not super exciting in crypto, but I mean, 1% is what people were getting back in, back in the day, 2017, 2018, on those platforms. I don't want to name him, but you know what I'm talking about. And 1% was all we wanted, right? So this is pretty consistent. The crazy part about it is you can only go in one time. Okay, so you have to make your first entry your best entry. Okay, so when I initially put in 4,000 Tron here, and I'm only getting about, wait, what? Daily income? Oh, okay. So that's pretty much 2 days worth of my 1%, because I don't withdraw it every single day. So I get 40 TRX daily. So it's been about 2 days, so that's why you're seeing 80. Notice here, matching bonuses, I got another 24, and this is just because I have 2 referrals, okay? So nothing crazy there. But yeah, make sure if you do enter into TronChain, you put in a decent amount, because you cannot go back in. Like if I wanted to go back in, I couldn't. So let's kind of see what it says here. You are trying to make a deposit less than the deposit, using amount no less than the previous deposit. So yeah, we essentially have to wait for this to be complete. For me, essentially to receive the 310%, then I can put some more in. So either you have to create another account if you only put 1,000 in or 2,000 in or whatever. Yeah, but TronChain definitely doing well as well. And there's a ton of TRX in this contract. So this is probably going to last maybe like 6 months or something like that. So might want to get in here while you can. But that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys are doing down below. If you like this video, hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in a few days. Peace.